guys, Thogden here, welcome back to a new video. Now today, we are moving on to game week 16 of our Premier League predictions. These games come quick and fast, don't they?
They certainly do, and you know what? I'd like 8,000 likes today, please.
Straight up like that.
Straight into it.
Bloody hell, he's not messing about today. We've got a very special guest on, but can it top last week's Irish guy?
Oh, impossible, but I tell you what, it might be the funniest guy on YouTube, but 2 points he got.
No way. How many did we get?
6 points,
okay.
7 points.
But it's still undecided. The Wolves-Tottenham game is literally about to play as well.
Absolutely, Theo. But as things stand, it is Guest 77, Thogden 96, and Thogdad 97.
Okay.
Very close.
We'll take that. Overall, we've got, it's night time because we're posting this in the morning. We've got a new game week to give our predictions, so let's get straight into it. What's the first game, Dad?
And the first game is Crystal Palace against Leicester, 14th against 3rd. Now, Crystal Palace, it's not looking too good. 2 points in 4 games, eh, Thogden?
Not great, and in the last 2 games, their current goal ratio, they've scored 0 and conceded 10.
Yeah.
So for Palace, it's not looking great, is it?
It's not. Meanwhile, Leicester put a stop to that amazing away run of Manchester United, didn't they, with that 2-2 draw? That was a game, wasn't it?
And it's thanks to Jamie Vardy, who did get the goal. Well, actually, it turned out an own goal by Twanzebe, but if it weren't for him, they wouldn't have scored. But a great result to get a draw against Man United. 2 teams that smashing it this year.
And Leicester finally drawed, but you know what? I think they're going to win this one. Sorry, Palace fans. I know you DM me all the time, giving me stick.
Yeah.
Palace 1, Leicester 2.
Well, Dad, if you look at the recent form, you can't go for anything else but a Leicester win. They're good away from home too. It was actually Leicester and Man United, the 2 best away teams, and I think they're going to win again. It's simple. Look at the form. Palace 0, Leicester 2, and it wouldn't surprise me if Vardy gets a goal.
Wow, big shout, but JaackMaate, what a guess. What do you reckon,
That's
pal?
our guess. How good is that?
I know,
JaackMaate.
I know.
We've gone from Irish guy to JaackMaate. Unbelievable
Brilliant.
guess. Go subscribe to his channel, link in the description. He's a West Ham fan if you didn't know, but you should know. And here's his predictions.
Thogdad, how are you? I'm watching your stream currently, your Boxing Day stream. Here it is.
Fast.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot to talk about, don't
Got the lads on. Thogdad's just kindly invited me onto this prediction show that you do, which I love. So I'm going to go through the fixtures now and give you my predictions. I'll tell you now, I'm going to go out there. Do you know what I mean? It's to do is to dare is to do. I think that might be Tottenham's thing, actually. Crystal Palace versus Leicester City. I like Palace. I do like Palace. Like in recent years, I've grown to like them a lot more. Eze and Zaha and all of those. Milivojevic. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go for a shock 2-1 Palace win here.
Chelsea versus Aston Villa, now 7th against 6th. Now Chelsea, they've lost 3 of the last 4.
Yeah.
But Aston Villa, what a brilliant run they're on at the moment, Theo.
Yeah, Aston Villa are on a great run. Last 2 games they've won 3-0. And that's even with a Ross Barkley injury. Emi Martinez has been quality. Grealish has been taking the piss out of defenders. Villa have been great, haven't they?
They have, and Ollie Watkins getting
credit.
a hat-trick of assists.
I smashed
Now
it.
Villa have got 2 games in hand, and if they win both of those, which could be very tough, they're in the bloody Champions League places there.
Unbelievable. Did you ever expect this from Villa at the start of the season?
I didn't, because they were pushing for relegation last season.
It's nuts, isn't it? How it all changes round, and it's not even that much of a difference team. I know they made a few very good signings, but Dean Smith's done a great job. Can they get a result here, though? Well,
They can, but you know what? Villa have got 3 very hard games coming up. Now, Chelsea, not been great recently, but I've got a feeling it's going to come together. I'm going Chelsea 1, Villa 0. Sorry, Villa.
That's a big prediction. I'm going to give Villa a little bit more respect, just because you look at Chelsea's recent form, they just lost to Arsenal 3-1. But the thing is about Chelsea's home form, it's usually a little bit better than they are away. I'm going to go for a draw here. Chelsea 1, Villa 1. I've had too much stick from Villa fans recently. I'll give you a bit of respect here. Points even, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea get the win.
Brilliant. Over to you, JaackMaate.
The next game is Chelsea v Aston Villa. Nice little 5:30 kickoff. Chelsea obviously just recently beat my boys a week ago. It's a tough one, this, isn't it? A tough one because Villa have very much been the giant slayers of the Premier League this season. 7-2 against Liverpool, beat Arsenal handsomely as well. I'm gonna go. Do you know what? I'm gonna go for a. I'll keep it safe. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 Chelsea. Sorry, lads.
And now over to Lancashire for Everton against Manchester City, 2nd against 5th. Now, these are 2 teams who won last game week, and Everton have got 13 points of the last 15, Theo.
It's not bad. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. Ancelotti recently has been seriously performing. But this game will be a task, Dad. I know it's at Goodison Park, and they've still got fans, 1 of 2 grounds, but both in Liverpool, of course, because they're tier 2. Everyone else doesn't now. But they've still got fans which will help them. But they're playing Man City, for God's sake. They're unbeaten in 10 games, aren't they?
This could be really tough, but it's good to see that Gylfi Sigurdsson is finding some form. He got the winner in the last game week. But City, they just keep grinding out good results, don't they, Theo?
And if they were to win this game, it would be a serious signal of intent of a potential title charge and saying that this Premier League title is not over for the Blue Moon boys over in Manchester.
You know what? I'm going with Everton 1, Manchester City 2.
That is a big statement.
Sorry to the Everton fans.
And I completely agree. I've gone the Toffees 1, Man City 2. And it's simply because I just think they're gonna make a statement here. And they're going to get a win. Maybe Aguero to start because Jesus is out and he'll score. Over to JaackMaate.
Next game we have Manchester City travelling up to Goodison Park. If Everton do have fans, will that make a difference? I'm not sure. Everton again had a great start to this season, I should say. I'm gonna go 2-2.
And now for a relegation scrap, it's Brighton and Hove Albion against Arsenal.
I knew you were going to say that.
16th against 15th. Now, Brighton got a good draw against West Ham, but Theo, should they have held on for a win?
They've thrown it away completely. They were 2-1 up. They had 2 chances to win that game. They absolutely should have got it. And it's a real shame. This is what could set Brighton down if they don't kill off games. You look at the teams around them and they find ways, like the likes of Burnley and Leeds, and also West Brom now under Big Sam. They will strangle out games to get 3 points. Brighton at the moment, they can't do that.
Very good point. And Arsenal, it was Xhaka, Saka and Laka, wasn't it, against Chelsea, eh?
Crap joke. But it was a great win though, and Saka was brilliant. Emil Smith-Rowe, the youth, representing Arsenal with pride. And Frank Lampard getting no points at the Emirates. The carpet, as Arsenal fans would like to say. Are Arsenal back, Dad?
They are. I think they've turned a corner. I think they're going to be between 8th and 10th at the end of the season. Okay. I'm going Brighton 0, Arsenal 1.
Really?
Yes.
Well, Dad, there's something I need to remind you of. The last 2 times you 2 played, we had the whole Neil Maupay Guendouzi incident. Do you remember it?
Yeah, of course.
So, guess what happened in that game? Brighton won 2-1 with a goal from the last kick of the game. This has become a little bit of a rivalry between the 2 teams. Maupay, last game for Brighton, West Ham, which was today when we're filming this, he scored in it. So it's like he's getting warmed up for Arsenal at home. Could you imagine it? Masterclass from him and a Brighton win. Is that possible, Dad?
Well, it is possible, but go on, Theo. What's the score going to be?
I'm going to be straight up. Arsenal just beating Chelsea 3-1. They're back. I think Arteta's got something going there. And I think this one is going to be a win for the Gunners. I'm going Brighton 1, Arsenal 2. It's going to be a close one. I think Maupay, funnily enough, will be the goal scorer for Brighton. But in the end, I think Arsenal win. So I don't think Ty will be saying after, oh, Brighton should get relegated. Who knows? JaackMaate, what are you going for?
I'm fully expecting Arsenal to just come back in a big way. We all keep thinking it, don't we? Like, surely they're going to just stop being terrible at some point. They're probably going to prove me wrong. I'd love to see them lose again. I like seeing DT and all them boys kick off on Arsenal Fan TV. But I'm going to go for, and this is ridiculous from me, I'm going to go for 4-0 Arsenal.
Talking of relegation battles, it's Burnley against Sheffield United, Lancashire against Yorkshire, 17th against 20th. Now, Burnley really unlucky against Leeds. I thought the referee was wearing a Leeds shirt.
Yeah, we watched that game. I watched the end of it. Bamford scored the penalty. And then after that, Burnley may have just been a little bit of a better team.
Absolutely, Theo. But Sheffield United, they keep losing by a single goal, 2 points all season. What's going wrong?
I don't know. I seriously don't know anymore. I thought they'd find a win from somewhere up to this point, but they still haven't. Chris Wilder's lads just can't find a win. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, all I can say is Burnley 1, Sheffield United 0.
Really? Yeah. That is a big statement. I think the Blades will get a point here, not 3 points. I'm going Burnley 1, Sheffield United 1. And Burnley were unlucky to drop points against Leeds. I don't think they'll drop any more against Sheffield United. But I can't see them winning because the Blades need points from absolutely anywhere. JaackMaate, what are you going for?
I'm going to go for... let's go for a Sheffield win. Sheffield to win 2-1.
And now for Southampton against West Ham United, 9th against 10th. This is a real mid-table clash, isn't it, lad?
It's the battle of the overachieving teams this season.
Ooh, that is a good point, but Southampton only 2 points from the last 3 games. What's gone wrong there?
Yeah, and they're winless in 3, as you said, and they've had 250 minutes of football without a goal. That's not the Southampton we were talking about before.
It isn't, and with West Ham, you don't know which team's going to turn up, do you?
They weren't great today. In that Brighton 2-2, they nearly lost. They played a 4-2-3-1, it didn't work. They need to go back to the system they know and love. I think, obviously Cresswell out and stuff, that affects them, but I don't know. West Ham need to play better than they did against Brighton, that's for sure. Do you think they can get the win?
Well, they could, but you know what? I'm just going to go with home advantage. I've been more impressed with Southampton this season.
Really?
2-1 to the Saints.
That's a big statement from Thogdad. I couldn't go for a Saints win.
Ooh.
They just don't score enough in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
They've only got 1 goal in 3, and like I said, it's been too long without a goal. Maybe they'll go out there again and get a great game, and it wouldn't surprise me Hazelnuts has got something really good going on. But West Ham are not a team to take the piss about. It's going to be a 1-1 draw in my opinion.
That's a big shout. Now, JaackMaate, what do you reckon, pal?
Okay, now my boys are in action. Going to be a tough game. Southampton's form, not only this season, but towards the tail end of last season, has been insane. I know you guys have mentioned it a bit before, but after that, was it 9-0 thrashing at Leicester? They've completely turned it around. I can't go against my team. I'm going to go for West Ham to nick it 2-1.
And now for West Bromwich Albion against Leeds, 19th against 11th. And we've just watched West Brom, and how good were they, Theo?
Dad, at the start of the game, first few minutes, we were thinking Liverpool are going to batter them.
Yeah.
You know, you got a message from your mate Ashley, and he was like, I've just put a bet on a draw, and you're like, no chance.
What a mug.
Yeah. Big Sam, in the end, held it out 1-0 for a long period of time. Semi Ajay in the 83rd minute, bang, bounced in. A little bit of a funny bounce, but they all count. What a result at Anfield. Liverpool away, hardest game of the year, and they get a point.
That's what Big Sam does.
Yeah.
Now, Liverpool scored early, but you know that Big Sam was saying, just stick it out until 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 80 minutes,
brilliant.
then go and shithouse a goal. And that's exactly what they did.
They did.
Brilliant defending from West Brom.
Now, can they bounce on from that and potentially get their first win of the season at home versus Leeds?
Potentially, yes, but I just reckon the players will be absolutely knackered after that.
Potentially, yeah.
Now, Leeds put in a good shift against Burnley. They were lucky with the refereeing, I thought. But you know what? To beat Burnley 1-0, that's a good result.
At home, Ellen Road. They might be absolutely knackered as well, Dad. They had to hold out Burnley for so long. Burnley looked the better team for most of that game.
They did. But you know what? Overall, I'm going West Brom 1, Leeds 2.
Really?
I just think they'll find it from somewhere. They're a very attacking team.
I reckon Big Sam will hold out Leeds for a 1-1 draw here. I don't know what's going to happen. I think West Brom will find a goal from somewhere. Leeds always score. They know how to put the ball in the back of the net. So 1-1. Let's go over to Jack.
I love watching Leeds play. I love beating Leeds, obviously, but I love watching Leeds play. Big Sam in. Does that mean they're going to be harder to beat? Boring football? Who knows? Who knows? Do you know what? 5-0 Leeds. 5-0 Leeds.
Manchester United in 4th against Wolverhampton Wanderers in 12th before the game against Tottenham. We don't know what's going to happen there.
We don't. It's happening right now.
It really is. One question for you. Man United, I know they drew in the last game week, but Bruno Fernandes, is he the best player in the Premier League right now?
Daddy's up there this season with Harry Kane for me. Like, he's just brilliant, isn't he? He's always involved. He's got so much creativity. He will play 4 or 5 key passes to his teammates a game to create chances, and then also score a pens, good at set pieces, scores goals. He's got it all. He brings so much to the Red Devils this season. And do you think he'll bring enough for a Wolves win?
Well, I do actually, because Wolves have not been impressing me recently, and it's the Raul Jimenez absence, isn't it, Theo?
Yeah, they don't score as many goals when he's not in the team. It's as simple as that. Maybe they could cause an upset in this game. Usually this game ends 1-1, interestingly.
Yes.
But Wolves are without Jimenez, like we said, and they're a different kind of side. They've got a problem scoring goals. So it's difficult to go for anything else but a Man United win, especially knowing the fact that Wolves play tonight on the 27th, which we're right now, and then they play the 29th.
Wow.
So they don't have a striker, plus their players will be a little bit unfit because they've played so many games.
They'll be tired, won't they? And Manchester United are in great form right now. They're going to win this 2-1.
Just keep that all in. Right, my prediction today, Man United 2, Wolves 0. I'm sorry, I just have to go for it. Wolves fans, keep the faith though. You never know what can happen. You do all right in this fixture.
And let's go over to JaackMaate.
Again, I think this is another tough one to call. I'll be really intrigued watching this video back and seeing what you boys predict for this one, because I don't have a clue. Obviously, terrible injury to Jimenez, which rules him out. Hope he's doing all right. Let's go for a 0-0. Let's chuck a little 0-0 in there. See what happens. Why not?
And now for a London derby. Tottenham Hotspur against Fulham, 8th against 18th, Theo. Now, we don't know how Tottenham have done against Wolves, but what we do know is Fulham have drawn 4 in a row, Theo.
Yeah. They're the drawing team. They're the drawing specialists. Big Sam's got competition after that Liverpool game. Now, to be fair, Big Sam will find wins. But overall for Fulham, do you think they can stay up this year, though?
I think they can.
Yeah?
But it's going to be a real scrap to the finish, and I don't think they'll get anything from this game.
Seriously?
I'm going Tottenham Hotspur 2, Fulham 0.
That's a big statement. Tottenham are playing tonight versus Wolves. They've got another fixture on the 30th. Again, 2 days off.
Yeah.
And they're back on the pitch. Like, it's not easy, but it is Fulham at home, and you would still expect them to win that. And Spurs are used to having midweek games in the Europa League, so they should be used to having a busy fixture list. That's fair to say, and they've got a big squad. So I'm going to simply go Tottenham 2, Fulham 0. But let's go to the West Ham fan, Jack. What do you think, mate?
I'm going to keep this one safe, I think. I'll go Tottenham 3-0. 3-1. 3-1. That's Fulham to get a penalty. 3-1. There you go.
And finally, Newcastle United in 13th against the champions Liverpool in 1st. Newcastle 1 point in 3 games. Not looking good, is it, Theo?
No. And we just streamed Liverpool live, didn't we, Dad? West Brom at home. 4-0, 5-0. How many was it?
They absolutely hammered them. 1-1.
Ooh, big statement. But last time they played away, they won 7-0. They're now going away to the Geordies, the Newcastle boys. Can they get another 7-0 win?
Well, I'll tell you what, Liverpool have scored 37 goals this season. No one has come near that.
Yeah.
Liverpool will win this one.
Seriously.
2-0.
That is a big statement. I've also gone for the same prediction, and it's simply because I don't think Jurgen Klopp has it in him to drop more points after last week. He's so good at winning the Premier League, grinding out games. He won't drop points here. He's going to win. And I'm sure Mane and Salah will be the goal scorers. So that's our prediction.
And finally, over to the brilliant JaackMaate.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Newcastle seemed to do all right against Liverpool, if I can remember rightly. Let's spice it up. 5-2 to Liverpool. We often see a lot of goals over the festive period. Not too sure why that is. But there we go, lads. I'm enjoying your channel. I'm loving your streams. Keep it up.
And there we go. That is all the games complete. One of the quickest game week changeovers. We were literally live streaming a game, and now there's a new game week. Insane winter period. You know, most countries in Europe don't even have any games over the winter period.
I know there was nothing else going on today, wasn't there?
I know, it's nuts. Only England and like Belgium and then like all the South American countries are the ones playing football. There are so many clubs taking breaks. It's nuts. People don't realise that. Tell me in the comments if you think Premier League should continue to have winter breaks, because for me, it's best time of the year. The games are brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Everyone, please smash the like button. 8,000 likes.
Dad, 8K. It's the winter period.
It's the TDL,
not going to
Theo.
happen, Dad. 8K.
Week after week, you underestimate the TDL at your peril.
JaackMaate, what a legend for coming on. You know, we've had Irish guy JaackMaate. Who's next?
Tell you what, Theo, you don't know who we've got next. We've got a brilliant guest.
That's a big statement.
So, New Year's Eve, look out for it. One of the best guests yet.
I have no idea what's going on, but I just want to say thank you to JaackMaate for coming on. Everybody go subscribe to his comment. Go on his most recent video and comment TDL. Just say up the TDL. Anything like that, just to show the wrath of the TDL, of the fan base, the boys, you know? Right, go do that. I don't know how we're going to hit 8K likes, but if we do it, you lot are legends. And take care. Have a good one. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in a bit. Bye, guys.
See ya.